So it's finally time that you're getting out of the truck and you need to hire somebody. So it's important to know what type of employees to hire and when to hire them, and that's what we're going to be going over in the next few videos. So the types of employees in a junk removal company when you're basically getting started are going to be your techs, which is who you are currently when you're doing the work. Those are going to be the people doing the labor, including the driver and passenger, otherwise known as your crew. After you move out of the truck, you will be the office manager, but eventually you will be moving into operational manager, and you will need to hire an office manager to replace yourself. That is going to be the person that answers the phones, books the schedule, posts on social media, and does the day-to-day stuff that you no longer will be doing. Because now your job will be to run the location, which is what eventually you will hire someone else in place of you to do, who will be running the location, knowing when to hire, who to hire, and to make sure the business is running smoothly. So when it's time to hire, how do you hire employees? You can go to Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor, or any other social media platform and basically post organic ads for hiring people. You can either do them on your personal Facebook page, or you can use paid services like Indeed or labor boards known as staffing agencies. When you hire, use a hiring agency, you're going to basically just type this in and then your city or location. They are also known as staffing agencies. What they do is find people to work for you, and then they charge an additional per hourly rate, and they make the cut in between. If the person ends up being a good fit, you can then hire that person straight on, and you cut this hiring agency out from the middle. However, you may still need to go back and use them depending on how often you are churning employees. You can also use Indeed, as I mentioned. You can even go to Craigslist and post a job ad for the type of service, which would be junk removal, that you're wanting, and then get people on a regular basis, as depending on how fast you're growing your business, to come in, do some trial days, and if they're a good fit, you can hire them straight on. You can have W-2s or 1099s. Honestly, when you're first starting out, if you find someone on Craigslist or even from a Facebook page, for the first 2 to 3 days, I would just pay them cash under the table, and if they are a good fit, then you can bring them on as a W-2. A W-2 is going to be someone that is a full service employee for your company. They're going to be getting tax returns and everything, so it's important that you have payroll set up in order to do this. A 1099 would be somebody that you basically would write a check to. They would have their own equipment, their own tools, and they would be doing their jobs on their own time, so you wouldn't be able to control their schedule. This can get tricky with junk removal with subcontractors. The IRS does not like it, so I highly recommend getting W-2 employees from day one. And I recommend talking with your accountant to make sure you execute this properly if you do decide to do a 1099. However, again, the IRS does not like that, and so just might as well do it professionally, legally from the start. And as soon as you decide to bring someone on fully, get them on a W-2 schedule. It's important to hire fast and fire fast, not hire slow, fire fast, like you might have heard the saying, because you want to get people in as fast as possible. I think it's important to give people the trust right from the start, and if they break the trust, that is when they deserve to be fired fast as well. So you need to make sure your expectations are clear on day one. Make them sign papers, making sure all of your employees sign non-competes so they can't just go out there and start their own junk removal business after they decide to quit for after 1 or 3 months or however long it is. Making sure they are paid and treated well, which goes back to creating your culture and core values within your company. Giving them opportunity to grow from a tech to an office manager to possibly an office manager to possibly an operational manager, depending on their drive and what they actually want to do within their company. And incentivizing based on hard work and performance, meaning you can give them tips based on how much scrap they recycle. You can give them percentages of that, or if they're saving you a certain percentage of money because they're really good at donating or getting things gone in a legal way, and they're able to prove that, you can also incentivize them that way. And of course, just by treating them well, as you should, no matter who they are, by, bonuses at the end of the year, throwing parties, having cookouts, whatever you need to do in order to create a good culture and good core value system within your company to where people not only enjoy working for you, but they want to tell other people about how great their job is. So these are going to be the types of employees within a junk removal company, how you hire them, W-2 versus 1099, which again, reiterate, your employees, once you decide to bring them on full time, they should be W-2s from day one. It'll be easier for taxes and it'll just be less of a headache. And then just make sure that you set your expectations clear on day one when you are bringing new people in, that you're training them properly and that they know what they need to do and when they need to do it.